folks, it's your boy Jakari once again, Twisted Hammer Gaming, and I'm back with Jay once again. I told you we was doing a few more videos with your boy over here. And what you got for us today, man?
We got Harpies today. So, I built this deck. This is actually one of the first decks I built when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I recently just rebuilt it, and it's actually really good. It's a very consistent deck, and there's actually a one-card combo with this deck. But,
This nigga love his one-card combos.
Let's get into it. Yeah, this deck is pretty good. So, to start the deck, this is one of the newer monsters, this is Harpie Perfumer. Basically, when this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a card that lists Harpie Ladies. I want to say it's a spell or trap card from your deck that specifically lists Harpie Lady Sisters in its text. And if you have a level 5 or higher Harpie Lady, which the new Harpie Synchro counts as, you can get 2 cards instead. So it's pretty good because you can get the Egotist off of this. You can get, I want to say you can get Hunting Ground. There's a couple different cards that you could get off of this one that allow you to go into a lot of different plays. Next up, you have one of the older monsters, but it's still just as good as Perfumer, and that is Channeler. So, Harpie Channeler, you discard a Harpie card, and you can special summon a Harpie monster from your deck. What used to be the play was going for level, for Pet Dragon, because when you got a dragon on the field, this would become level 7. So you would basically get Pet Dragon, which was also level 7, and you would just overlay them for Big Eye, Draco Sack. But nowadays, what you're going to do is, this is just an extender. If you don't draw into your Perfumer, you can pitch a Harpie card and you can get the Perfumer, and that'll get you the Egotist. Or you can just go into any other Harpie card and just continue the combo from there. But in most cases, I would say go for the Perfumer so you can extend a little bit more. Next is Harpist. I play 2 of them. So Harpie Harpist, when this card is on the field or in the graveyard, it's a Harpie card as well, as all of them are. But when this card is normal summoned, basically I can target a Wing Beast monster and one monster my opponent controls, and I can send both of them back to the hand. And during the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one Wing Beast monster, the level 4 with 1500 or lower attack, to your hand directly from your deck. So it's good when you need to continue plays and whatnot, but the effect for adding and searching is only during the end phase. So it doesn't help too much, but it's another level 4 Harpie that you could get out with Channeler. You could get it off. You can use it to trigger Egotist, since it's a Harpie Lady on the field and whatnot. It has a couple of uses. It's not too bad. Queen. This card is a very big beater, but the main use for Queen is to search Hunting Ground. With Harpie Queen, you discard it, and basically you just get a Hunting Ground directly to hand. This is your terraforming in most cases. I only play 2 because realistically you're not going to be searching for 2 Hunting Ground. In most cases, you're going to get the one Hunting Ground, you're going to pop off with it, and if it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed. It just happens. 2 Harpie Lady. Not much to say about 2 Harpie Lady. I play Unexpected Die, and the reasoning I played this over Harpie Lady 1 and Cyber Harpie Lady is because it's an easier special summon. With Harpie Lady 1, it requires you already have a normal summoned Harpie out on the field in most cases. You're either going to summon another Harpie Lady 1 or a Channeler or a Perfumer or something like that, and then you have to get off Egotist, or same thing with Cyber Harpie Lady. But the reasoning behind this and Unexpected Die is because if I don't have any monsters and I draw an Unexpected Die, this is a free Harpie card. Egotist gets live, and it's just easy for me to pop off from there. So 2 of these one Dancer. Dancer, basically what Dancer does is you can target one wind monster you control, return it to the hand, and then you can normal summon a Harpie after. So it's good with Hunting Ground, but realistically you only want to see one because it's a low attack monster, and that effect doesn't really come up too much. And the one Oracle. So Oracle lets you add a spell or trap back from your grave to your hand that lists Harpie Lady in its text. This one is also during the end phase. But if you have a Harpie Lady that is level 5 or higher, I want to say you can add 2. Let me see. Nope. If you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, you can special summon this card. So this card is good in the cases where you have the Synchro on the field. And last but not least, Harpie Lady Sisters is another Egotist target. It's also a higher level Harpie card. So Oracle gets to special summon itself. Perfumer would get 2 searches if this is on the field. It's just easier to kind of combo off and get more pieces off of this one card. So next we have the Mist Valley package. I run 1 Apex Avian, just easy negate. 1 Mist Valley Shaman, it's a needle fiber target. Halkifibrax, however you say it. This is a very good needle fiber target, and it helps you get into a good combo piece later on in the game. And Mist Valley Thunderbird. With Mist Valley Thunderbird and Apex Avian, you can do an unlimited negate loop. So basically, this, when it's sent back to hand, it resummons itself. So you equip it to one of your wind monsters, and then you bounce it back to hand with Avian, and then this will just resummon itself. So then each time you bounce it back to hand, it resummons, and neither of these is once per turn. So you can just keep that loop going.
So basically what you just said is strike a bitch.
Yeah, essentially. And the 1 barrier statue. Just in case. Barrier statue is a good card. Not many people can get out of it. World Chalice Guard Dragon for the Guard Dragon plays. I actually play the Guard Dragon engine in this for a main part of the combo.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Guard Dragon LP and Guard Dragon Pisty in my extra deck. So
Oh, Jesus Christ.
1 Phalanx, because this is also part of the combo. And 1 Tempest, because Tempest is good. Next to the spells, 3 Hysteric Sign. Hysteric Sign lets you add an Elegant Egotist, and when you add the Egotist to hand, basically what you can do is you can just special summon from there, and in most cases, if you don't really have much out, you can set it as bait, and if your opponent destroys it, you can get 3 Harpie cards, or you can destroy it yourself and get 3 Harpie cards. In most cases, I like to destroy the card myself. So you can't do both in the same turn, but in most cases, you're only going to get the Elegant Egotist, and then it's just going to chill on the field for most of the game. And then when you see that you're running low on engine pieces, you'll just pop it yourself and then go off from there. You get those 3 pieces during the end phase. So 2 Egotist. What can I say? Egotist just special summons. You need it for the deck. And with Hysteric Sign, you can get it back from the graveyard as well. So realistically, you only need to play 2. Got the 1 Alluring Mirror Split. Alluring Mirror Split, when a Harpie Lady or a Harpie Lady Sisters is destroyed by battle, I can special summon 1 Harpie monster from my deck with a different name. And if this card is destroyed, I can target 1 in my graveyard and special summon it. It's a pretty okay card. Alright, but yeah, Alluring Mirror Split. With Alluring Mirror Split, yeah, just good card. If you draw into it, it's just an easier way to make sure that your opponent thinks twice before destroying your Harpies, because you'll just get another one. But in most cases, you'll never search this card. Harpies Feather Rest. You target 3 Harpies in your graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck, and then draw 1 card. And if you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, when it's activated, you can draw 2 cards instead. So a lot of these cards rely on you trying to get a higher level Harpie monster onto the field. But this locks you into win monsters, so usually you're going to want to wait a bit to activate that, maybe like a turn or 2. And the 1 Harpie's Hunting Ground just destroys your opponent's spells and traps whenever a Harpie's special summon, not once per turn. Very good card. It's not very, very good in today's meta, considering that a lot of people don't play back row, except for Eldritch, and a lot of those people, when you play the back row...
And Altergeist.
Altergeist too, but with...
And Subterrors.
Okay, so control decks.
There you go.
It's like, yeah, but like not many people are playing. I haven't seen too many control decks this format. Like,
you haven't seen too many decks this format, period. Because
like,
we're in COVID. We're in COVID era right now.
No, I mean like, even like from like just like being online and seeing what people are like playing, or people were talking about playing. Like no one's talking about playing control right now. Like, I haven't really seen too much for control. Like realistically, it's okay. I mean, in the control matchup, it's okay. Like, realistically, they're gonna have Solemn Judgment in most cases. So, you'll get the pop, or it gets popped. And this card's off the ban list. Destroy all back row. It's good.
Yo, the gold rare and the new maximum gold for that.
It's good.
Yo,
it's good. It's good. Just Harpie's Feather Duster. It was banned for a reason. And 3 Unexpected Die. Just easy way to get into that Harpie card so I can get into all my plays. Honestly, I know people are probably going to try to clown me for this one, but it's just my preference. And
fuck 'em.
Like, realistically, like, if I found better success with the other engine, with the other Harpie monsters, then I would go ahead and play them over these. But realistically, I'm more likely to draw into the 3 of these and get into the special summon Harpie and get continued on than if I was to play the 2 and the 1. And realistically, even if I did play the 2 and the 1, what are they going to do? I can normal summon it and then get an Egotist off, maybe? Yeah, no. And last but not least, for the spells, Divine Lance. This is just so I can equip the Phalanx. It's a major part of the combo. Have to play it. Traps. Don't got too many. 3 Feather Storm, because it's broken. If you control a wind monster, a wind wing beast monster, until the end of this turn, all like monster effects are just negated. And if you control a Harpie, you can activate it from hand. So it's just ridiculous. And most of your cards are Harpies, so check. This card will probably be live most times than not. And last 2 traps, Hysteric Party. Discard 1 card and special summon as many Harpies as possible. It counts as 1 special summon, and you get to special summon as many Harpies as possible. Like, what can I say? I like special summoning. I feel like a lot of people would like special summoning as well. Alrighty, extra deck. 1 Harpie Conductor. So basically what this card does is, this card is a Harpie lady on the field, as is every other Harpie card.
Fucking better.
Yeah.
If it said Harpie and wasn't a Harpie later, there'd be a problem with it.
Yeah. If this card, or if a Harpie monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy a spell or trap instead. So you can pop your Hysteric Sign. You can pop your Harpie's Hunting Ground. You could pop anything that's on the field at that point. And if another face-up Harpie monster you control or returns to your hand, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls and return that to the hand as well. So it's also a compulse for special summon monsters, but usually you would only use that second effect with Dancer or the Synchro. One Link Cross. Link Cross is self-explanatory.
Move along.
One Link Karibo.
Move along.
Romulus.
I noticed you weren't playing Dragon Ravine.
Nah, no Dragon Ravine. No. I didn't, no. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it.
Okay.
Romulus. I play Romulus because I need it for the main part of the combo. Romulus is honestly the first monster that you link away into in most cases. The one Pisty, the one LP, the one Galaxy Satellite Dragon to get me from being locked into dragons. Then one Hulk, one Union Carrier. I use these. This is to equip the Thunderbird. And this is just, it's Hulk. It helps. One Smorgburger of Sovereignty. Helps me get to the Apex Avion. If my opponent doesn't control any traps, more times than not, I'm not going to control any spells or traps either. So I can special summon a level 8, level 9, level 10, level 7, anything around there. I can also get the barrier statue off of this if I don't draw into it or anything like that. It's just ridiculous. This card is ridiculous. And Avermax to get over big things. Avermax is always a good card, always going to be a good card. There's other options for this spot. You could do Moral Sword or Appaloosa, but I think in this case, Avermax. Best option.
If only he was Wind Attribute.
Yeah, if only. Then for Ixies, Lightning Chidori and Zero Fine.
Self-explanatory. Move
Just
on.
self-explanatory, but this card is just, I don't understand why. Just negate everything.
We striped that hole for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
We Valor that hole for a reason.
Like,
we Imperm that hole for a reason. I hate that fucking card.
This could be anything else, but personal preference, I prefer Zero Fine.
Yeah, you're not the only one I know who runs this damn deck who runs Zero Fine.
And that's
Kuma
just
runs it too.
That's just because when I played the deck originally, Zero Fine was
that dude.
Just the card. Just the
He
card.
He was that dude. You said it just like that. He was that dude.
Especially if you could get 2 off. That was ridiculous. Martial Metal Marcher. And last but not least, we got the new Harpie Synchro. And with this one, why? Because honestly, it's a good card. It's a good card, but
this was the reason you contemplate that you ripped back and built this damn deck.
Yeah, honestly, like
because you didn't even know about this card until me and Puma actually brought it to your attention a few months back. It was like
I was thinking about rebuilding the deck anyway, and then I looked at this card and I was like, this is fucking stupid. Because it's just like when your opponent when a spell is activated, period, you just bounce. Just bounce. Just return either this or a monster, just any monster back to the hand. So I found that to just be kind of ridiculous because chances are there's going to be a Speller Trap activated on your opponent's turn. So usually what you can do in most cases is you'll get a bounce off of this, and if you happen to bounce one of your Harpie cards for some reason, like say it's a target for destruction. So if your Harpie card is a target for destruction off of a Speller Trap, you go ahead, you bounce it off for this. And if you have the Conductor on the field, you get a second bounce off of Conductor. So that's not how you normally would play it. And in most cases, you can get this at the very, very end of the combo, because you'll have the World Legacy Guard Dragon engraved, so you can summon back the one Harpie card, and you can just get one more off of that, and then just summon this end of combo, and just have that on board as well, and it just makes the board that much more strong.
So, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Which one is better, this or Madolches?
They do different things.
Which one would you play more often than not? IRL. In organized play, if there was a YCS in Orlando, which one would you take into the tournament that day?
Shit, it'd be a split, 50-50 split. I'd have to flip a coin. That's just because I like both.
Or would it be the next deck that we profile with you?
No.
Why not?
That deck would.
You don't want to force. You don't want them to force you to be a bad person.
I'm not trying to play a table 500 all day. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's technically not table 50, bro.
It's table 205. What you mean?
Nah, it's table 174.
Yeah,
it's still not 500 though.
If I was to go to a YCS or something like that with either Madolches or Harpies, I'd play Altergeist.
That's what I thought.
If I had to choose between either of them,
so
I would play Altergeist.
Wait. Spoiler alert for folks: the next deck that we're profiling with him is Altergeist with a twist. So we'll divulge the twist when we profile that deck though.
No, if I had to choose, I'd take this one, because this one, it does have a.
Oh, you capping now, man?
It does have. Why?
Because you literally just said you would take Altergeist into a YCS.
But if I had to choose between the two of them, it'd be this one. And for sole reason that if you get this deck has a lot of consistent combos. It can break at times, but it's like you draw into Perfumer. You get the one Perfumer, and it's like, okay, cool. Perfumer, effects, Egotist. You activate the Egotist, you get the Harpie Lady.
Oh, wait. If you want to do a combo tutorial, let's do a combo tutorial in another video.
Okay. Like, so this deck, it's consistent. It's got consistent. Like, both decks are consistent, so. But this one would probably win more with its consistency, so this one.
But any other thoughts before we wrap this up, bruh?
They need to come out with a better Harpie monster for the main deck. They need to come out.
There you go. You specifically for the main deck because Cyber Slash is that big.
They need to come out with a better Harpie monster for the main deck. One that does not require a card to special summon, because all of them require some sort of card in order to special summon. If they had a card that said, rather than a level 5 Harpie, a Harpie in general, you can special summon this card, it'd be pretty good. I think that card would be pretty fucking good, because nothing in the deck does that. Egotist, it requires you have a monster on the field. Unexpected Die, it requires you have no monsters on the field. But in order to have Unexpected Die, you have to play the shittiest Harpie in the game. So, it has its drawbacks. But I guess it can't have everything in the deck, so I can't complain. It's a good deck.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's worth it. Also very expensive.
And if we ever get the mirror match between you and Puma, oh fuck.
Honestly, like I said,
It's gonna come down to whoever gets the damn Apex, Avion, and Thunderbird on the field first, isn't it?
It could.
Because he runs that too, and he runs die.
It could get down to that, or if I happen to draw two Feather Storm.
No.
Like because Apex Avion is once per chain, so if I go Feather Storm and he goes Avion and then I go chain, you can't do anything. So you can do stuff to that one, but like I was saying with Madolches, if you have the money to spend on this, spend it on a better deck.
Like Dogmatica,
Like Dogmatica, Eldritch. Like
Invoked.
Like anything else. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like,
and now that's slowly gonna start going down in price because now Eldritch has already gotten its confirmed reprinting,
like it's
and maximum gold, and again it's gold rare. Holy shit!
Like, the thing about this deck is it's got a good place in my heart after being my first deck into the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And everything. But, like, don't build this deck if you want to play competitive. I mean, it can compete, but...
At least my man is honest, Joe.
It can compete, but it's just like...
Why?
There's so many other decks. Like, this isn't my only deck. There's a reason why I have other decks. Like, this can compete, but if this is your only deck to compete, build another deck.
Don't build this in its highest rarity, folks.
I built it in its highest rarity because
it was his first deck. It has sentimental value.
It has sentimental value. I have to.
I mean, we all respect that because we all done it before. We are the decks that we hold near and dear to our hearts is probably the deck that we have either in our favorite rarity or the highest rarity. And I mean, I'm the same way.
Man, honestly,
like a couple of my zombie builds that run either in their highest or in my favorite rarity because I've already made it clear I'm not the biggest ulti person. And there ain't but a couple of zombie cards in ulti that I like, and Plague Spreader is one of them. But y'all know I got like 2-3 play sets of the ulti, so. And that's just because your boy knew how to get them when they were dirt cheap and nobody wanted them. Now everybody wants them hoes.
I mean, honestly, with this deck is... I built it the way I did because I'm not going to sell this deck. I'm going to hold on to this deck. I've already sold it.
Not like you did at Emancipators.
Yeah, nah, but... That was...
The minute Blocky Boy got banned... Rest in peace, researcher.
I honestly was thinking about selling the Emancipator deck for so long, and that's just because it did what it did, and that was it. Like, it had a lot of holes in its game. Like, it
had a lot of choke points.
It did.
Its choke points got royally exploited when people started doing the combo, the counter to when Hulk gets summoned, chain, do the barrier statue lock to where with the water one,
so they can't do anything.
And their turn just dies right there on the spot.
Hulk is with Emancipator. It was kind of rough because there was a lot of choke points, and I found that the deck just lost to Dark Ruler no more in the worst way possible. Like, it's bad when you set up the entire board so that you can make it so that it's hard for your opponent to get past it, and then literally just drop the one Dark Ruler, and it's just like, well, everything is just
shit.
You can literally kill my entire board with a Regeki, like. But I mean, that's just how the game has to be played now. So, with this. It's not as bad.
This can recover from the board being broken.
This can definitely recover.
Adamantipator, not so much.
Adamantipator, when your stuff was in the grave, it was in the grave for good.
Unless you decided to want that, take a copy of like Avarice or something.
Avarice doesn't do extra deck though.
It says to the deck, you can Avarice an extra deck monster in the grave back to the extra deck.
You can?
Yes!
Cool. That's nice to know. That would be really nice to know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's actually been a ruling on that for a while.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But folks, this has been your boy Jakari and the other and the other Jay for Twisted Nightmare Gaming. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll be back at you with another one soon. Or rather than later. Check you later, folks. Bye.